Instructional video is becoming an increasingly popular way for teachers to deliver learning content to their students. And in Moodle, it's super easy to do, particularly if your videos are stored on sharing sites like YouTube or Vimeo. Moodle has built-in Vimeo and YouTube players so that you can embed the content directly into your course. And we're going to look at how you go about doing this in a Moodle course. So the first thing you're going to do whenever you're going to be updating your content in your course, you always turn editing on. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And I'm going to go and scroll down to the unit that I want to embed the video content. Now, video content can be embedded into any HTML block. So you can create a page, you can do it in a label, or actually even in the description for an assessment. We're going to do it right here in the summary description for the unit. So I click on the Edit tool, and you'll see that the normal edit window comes up. Let's just go and grab the share link for our video. And back to the edit window. We then just go to this button right here, and if you hover over it, you'll see that it says Insert Media. Just click on that. Paste the URL, the YouTube URL there. Give it a name, and this is a how to. I did this video for some faculty members who are still using an old version of Moodle. So I just insert it. You see the title appears in the edit window, but when we go to save, you'll notice that the video actually appears right there in the course. And you can just play it by clicking on it, and it will stream directly embedded into your course. Simple. Now, the one downside of this, and I'm going to pause it just so it doesn't get too loud. The one downside of it is that this video is tiny. And if there is any text in the video, in the instructional video, as there is in this one, it's almost impossible to read. Yeah, sure, you can just click on the full screen tab, and that makes it much easier to follow. However, a second problem with this is that if you're using a device other than a laptop, for example, a phone or a tablet, with a much smaller screen, you'll notice that the video doesn't actually resize with the device. I'm just showing you how that would happen by decreasing the size of my screen. The video is a fixed size, and so if you have variable sized devices using or learners using those for your course, you could run into some problems. So we're going to look at a slightly more complex way to embed YouTube and Vimeo videos into your course, but not only that will show them in a much bigger format on your home screen, but also if you have a different device, they will automatically resize to fit your device window. So let's go ahead and delete this one, and we're going to start again. So delete that. Save. And you'll see that the video has disappeared, and we will need to start all over again. Now, before you can do this trick, you have to do some things in the administrative backend. Now, we're going to use a method that I found on this site here. I'll put the link in the description. It's called Coolest Guides on the Planet, and it has an excellent, very easy to follow description of how to make responsive iframes. And that's what we're going to be using to embed your video, and it's called an iframe. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So if you look down here, what it says that you need to do is just put this around your embed code, this little bit of HTML here, and then add this bit of CSS into your website. Well, what is this? What are we talking about? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and copy this CSS code because I'm going to want to put that somewhere in our Moodle site. Let me just copy that, and I'm going to go back to my Moodle site. Now again, you can only do this if you have administrative privileges, so that if you don't have administrative privileges and you want this to work, go and speak to your site administrator and see if they would be willing to do this for you. Yeah, so the first thing you need to do is go to the administration block over here and go down to Site Administration. And you want to click on Appearance and then Themes. Now, each theme that you use will have to be modified appropriately. This site, we only use one theme, and that is, and most sites only use one theme, so you just need to modify the theme that you're working with. I'm going to go into it, Campus, and I need to look for the option that allows me to input custom CSS. And it can be different places in different themes. In the Campus theme, it's under the General Settings. So I just click on General, scroll down, and you see it's down here, Custom CSS. So what I want to do then, and you can see that I've already pasted it in, so what I'll do, I'll cut it and paste it back. This is how the window normally looks. It's blank here, and you want to go here and just paste that code directly into your window. And once that is done, you just save your changes and you're good to go. Note, as I said, for different themes, these options appear in a different place. So for example, for the clean theme, you'll notice that those options appear right on the home options page. You can just drop it right here into this custom CSS here. Let's see, what about for the BCU theme? Oh, you'll see that it appears right there. There's actually a menu item that allows you to input the custom CSS. So it's going to appear in different places for the different themes. However, we have already gone ahead and put ours in, so we can go back to the course and actually redo our video. And that's in the Moodle training. Become a Moodle expert. So let's go back to the website and see what it says. Okay, so it says you need to wrap this stuff around your iframe. Okay, so let me just copy that. And again, we're going to go into Unit 3, and we're going to go to the summary to input the video. Now, we can't input it directly into this. That's not going to work, so let me undo that. What we need to do is put it in as HTML. Now, the HTML button may not appear automatically, so in order to do that, you click on this Add More or Show More Buttons link, and you'll see all of these additional buttons appear in your toolbar, and you want the one that has the two triangular brackets. And once you click on that, you'll notice that all of the other tools are grayed out. This means that you are inputting HTML directly. So I go ahead and input that HTML code. I'm going to take out this iframe stuff because that's actually what we're going to be inputting. And I'm going to put a couple of character returns there just so everything is not in one line. It doesn't matter, you could leave it all in one line, but this just makes it easier to see. Then we will actually input our video code right here in the middle. Next, I'm going to go to the YouTube video, and instead of clicking the share code, I'm going to take an embed code, and you'll see it comes up there. I copy that. Note that this is actually an iframe that they are getting you to create. I'm going to go and put that iframe information In between the two div statements, you have a div with div class, and then at the bottom you have a closed div, and it's closed because it has this this forward slash in front of it, and the iframe goes right in between those two statements. So I just copy it there, and you can test to make sure that what you did worked just by re-clicking the HTML button, and it should take you back to the visual editor. And when it takes you back, sure enough, here's our video, and you can see straight away that it's filling up the window, so it's already much bigger, and we'll see in a second that it is in fact responsive. So I go ahead and save my changes, and I will see, there it is, the video is appearing, it's filling the window, and if I reduce the size of my screen, you'll notice that the video size is adjusting as the screen size is adjusting too. So that's all there is to it. The first thing to do is you go and put in your custom CSS. Second, you put in that div code. You create a container, a div container, and you put the iframe in between the two div statements. Note that there's a div opening statement here, div class, then the iframe information, and then the div closing statement, that is the one with the forward slash. And that's really all there is to it. I'm going to include the link and a brief description on how you go about doing this in the YouTube description. I hope this helps.